Alright, let's talk about Us.
Us.
So this is the newest movie written, directed, and produced by Jordan Peele, who made Get Out in 2017, and that was a big hit. And now this is the newest installment in his horror legacy that he's building now. Is it as good as Get Out? I don't know. I haven't seen that one. This movie's been out for over a week or two now. So if you're here and you haven't seen it yet, and you're just here to like get a quick answer, like should I go see it? Should I buy it? Whatever. No, just wait. All right, don't pay full price for this movie. It wasn't that good, but I did like it some. But just to give a little quick plot synopsis without spoiling too much right now, there will be spoilers, but just a quick plot synopsis for the fuck of it. This movie's about a family that goes to the beach, they're having a good time, then they go back to the house, and there's a family that is intruding in their house, they're breaking in, but they all look like them. What's going on? That's the mystery. First off, I will say that the score to this movie was pretty decent. I like that, there was the rap song. I think they took the beat of that and they were using it throughout the rest of the film, or in some spots there was like that beat from that rap song that they were using. It has a good score. It has that weird like choir score thing going on. Makes the movie feel a little uneasy. It's like, what the hell's going on here? What's the score all about? I like that this movie does make you ask questions throughout the whole thing. You're like, okay, what's the catch? What's this for? Why do they look like them? What the hell's going on? And I like that we do get answers. Some movies just don't give you answers and they want you to make up shit on your own, but this movie actually tells you shit towards the end. And, you actually get an answer. So, but am I crazy about the answer? No, not really. The acting across the board is fantastic. I like the kids in this movie. They do good. When you have kids that are like half the cast in this film, you're setting yourself up for a disaster because kids are usually not that good, but these kids are believable. And the chemistry between the mother and her kids is believable too. And you got some good comic relief from the father, at least. So there's at least one funny character. They actually feel like a family going to the beach. They have all kinds of funny drama between like the mom and the dad and the brother and the sister. The humor in this movie just lands throughout most of it. There were a couple of spots that I would say should have been taken out. The movie shot well aesthetically. It's pretty beautiful, some good cinematography, to be expected. It's a high budget film. Not Aquaman high, but it's still it's a Blumhouse movie, right? Is it? No, maybe. I like that we get some 80s nostalgia at the beginning. This movie starts in 1986, which has, that's a little hint towards the twist at the end, if you're familiar with what I will tell you at the end. We'll get there. But it's in 1986, she's wearing a Thriller t-shirt, and there's all kinds of 80s nostalgia. I don't know why. It's not, I wasn't born in the 80s, but I just love seeing 80s in movies. Friday the 13th movies, horror movies especially, love it. I love all the little things, all the symbolism, like what little things mean, like the scissors. You got the top of the scissors, it's like two heads facing opposite directions. It's basically they're twins. So the scissors have a little symbolism in the movie. And going into spoiler territory now, another thing I realized was that, these tethered people, that's what they call themselves, they're clones. I don't know who made them, why they're there, but it's just there, it's happening. These tethered people, the clones, let's just call them the clones, it's easier for me to say. They all wear one glove, just like Michael Jackson. And that little girl at the beginning was wearing a Thriller t-shirt. So I'm just guessing from her 8-year-old brain being trapped down there for 30 years, she just based her whole plan off of her fucking shirt. And underneath that Thriller shirt, she was wearing a Hands Across America shirt, I guess, and that this movie takes place in 1986. Well, at the beginning it did, whatever. Bleh. And Hands Across America, that TV ad was in 1986, so it makes perfect sense. But yeah, the glove thing, Michael Jackson, and the bunnies, that's all they can eat. I guess that's what that meant. They're just eating bunnies all the time, cloning bunnies, eating bunnies. They're starving, just like Hands Across America was for hunger relief, I believe. And they're all wearing red, like those little cutouts that she was making. And I guess that was on the shirt, was the hands, the cartoon characters all in red. So she's just copying her shirt for her plan. It's weird. So I guess the movie's very, very unique. A horror movie that's based off Hands Across America. That's pretty unique. But going into my negatives, I would say that I agree with most of the critics that the third act was pretty sloppy. And then it makes me ask questions like, really? How did it take this woman 30 years to escape? It seems like everybody could just take the escalator right up. Why aren't they doing that? Is every single human being on the planet having a clone down there? There's not enough space down there to hold everybody. And you're telling me that this whole fucking Coney Island, wherever the hell they are, what is it? San Diego? I don't know. I forget. But they all just died in like 8 hours like that overnight. They said the police were going to come in like 14 minutes and they never showed up at all. So I guess they were just dead. We see all these bodies scattered all over the place. But if the whole city's dead, I would expect a lot more carnage. I would say that the movie drags maybe just a little bit towards the beginning. Things could have been sped up just a little bit. Or just enough for the fucking assholes in my theater to get off their phones. I wish we could have seen a lot more of that mayhem that went on. You got bodies everywhere, but we didn't get to see it. Was there not enough budget? And like I was hinting at earlier, there was humor that was in weird places that kind of like ruined the moment that was before it. That was so great. And all of a sudden they just throw a fuck the police joke in there. Like, this girl's dying and she's trying to get Alexis to call the police, the little Alexa thing. And instead, it just plays fuck the police, and I felt like that kind of just ruined everything before it. And like I said, like, there's some questions I have, and I didn't get answers to them. I got answers to a lot of stuff, but there's some questions I have answers for. How did that little girl get up there at the beginning, and then, what, she just lost her voice because she was surrounded by people who couldn't speak? And why did it take her 30 years to escape? Is it a coincidence that she escaped on the day that they went to the beach? Did they have to go to the beach for her to escape? If she's been talking for 30 years, how come they can't talk? Who knows about them down there? Does the government know? Did they put them down there? Who built that underground asylum? How come when the little boy was like walking backwards, the other guy was walking backwards, his clone, but they're mirroring each other, but nobody else is mirroring the other people. And what's the point of holding hands, really? Like, you finally get freedom, and the first thing you're gonna do with your freedom is just hold hands? Fuck that. Go to a bar or something. You've been living off rabbits. Go to McDonald's, alright? It's much better. The movie was okay. I didn't have a good theater experience, so maybe that's what fucking brought my enjoyment way down. But it wasn't even that great. Like, a lot of people were saying this is the best horror movie of all time. Get the fuck out of here. This movie was okay, but when it comes to Us, I would just say that maybe you should just rent this one at Redbox. And those are my thoughts on Us. Did you see this best horror movie of all time? Let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. And if you're somebody who uses cell phones at the theater, go fuck yourself. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Hit this like button to support this video. And if you enjoyed this video at all, or agree with me, or disagree with me, I don't give a fuck. Just hit the subscribe button in about 5 seconds to see more awesome content. And until next time, auf Wiedersehen.